It don't matter. Ask the questions.
I'm so glad that you're here. Well, welcome back, y'all, to What Am I Even Doing? The podcast. We can start that over if you want to.
No, it's good.
Okay. I'm with my girl Brandi.
Hello.
Like we said before, y'all, like this was like divine timing. Like I saw her over the weekend, and I was like, "Yep, come Monday." Because we have to put your story out here.
Yes.
So, Brandi, welcome. Thank you for
Thank
coming.
you.
Thank you. On this Labor Day.
Girl, we was gonna figure it out. We did.
I got you working on this Labor Day.
It's okay.
Just tell the people about you and where you from, how long you been in Memphis, where you born and raised, things of that nature.
Okay, so it's 901 days. So I'm born and raised in Memphis, Tennessee.
Yes.
I'm currently assistant fitness director. My story is I am in health and wellness. My journey started probably when I want to say like 12 or 13. 12 or 13, I was overweight. And so my mom was trying to push me to lose weight. And I had my godmother too. So figuring that out as a 12 to 13-year-old who watched their grandmother have diabetes, and they was basically telling me I was pre-diabetic. So they was like, hey, you just got to work out or you're going to be like your grandmother.
Yeah.
So my mom, being who she is, love her to death, she was like, you're going to work out. But I couldn't receive that. My heart was like, I don't want to go. Yeah. But then I had my godmother, and she was like, come on, baby. She kind of gave me a little bit more tender love and was like, come on, let's go work out. And I was like, okay, let me go work out. So it was to the point like I was so big and I was so tired and so just overweight. I literally had to have my mom on one side, my godmother on one side to walk me. Every day, like until I got the stamina to do it on my own, because that's how tired and fat I was.
Seriously?
Yes, ma'am.
So not to cut you off real quick, but like, so did it run in your family, or was it like overeating, or a little bit of both?
I think it was a little bit both. To this day, I love food. So I have a relationship with food that I have to like cut off. Because if you sit with me and I'll talk to my friends and I'm like, girl, did you taste that? Like, did you taste to have a tomato just burst in your mouth? that's
That's crazy. I'm thinking you about to say that you taste the black pepper. No, you're talking about.
I'm really like going from every moment that you experience it in your mouth. Okay. Like that's how much I love food.
Okay,
I do. But at that age, I didn't know. But I love food, so I was that overweight kid that didn't gain weight because I was eating candy and chips.
Yeah.
No, I was gaining weight because I was acting a fool because my mom wanted to give me a 5-piece. And I wanted that 10-piece.
Yes.
So
at 12.
You giving me that adult meal. Right. So it was that it ran in my family, and also too being that I was kind of like the only child, but wasn't. So I was able to receive everything I wanted. Okay. And then my grandma was making like real home cooked meals, so fried corn and making homemade rolls and cookies and all those things. So I was really just eating food. I wasn't eating candy. So it kind of ran in my family. It ran, and then it was just I was eating well. And after that, I lost some weight. After I lost some weight, I kind of just got into my sports and kept on doing it. And then it was until I graduated from MTSU. And me being the procrastinator that I am, I had an internship. And I was like, okay, I'm going to apply for it. And I get like $12 an hour as coming out of college. So I did that, not knowing that my journey from losing weight was going to eventually make me become a personal trainer. Like that was like 15 years later. I never thought I was going to be a personal trainer.
What did you want to do?
Girl, I wanted to be like a lawyer. What else I wanted to do? I wanted to be a scientist too, because I love science. Like I love just like being able to palpate the body and stuff like that. I love that. So really, I wanted to be a lawyer, and I remember I would never forget. One of my teachers told me, he was like, "You'll never be a lawyer," because I was bad. I wasn't. It's just like talk. That's it. Like I wasn't disrespectful, but I was just
knew how to communicate.
Yeah, I just wanted to get my words out. Too many thoughts in my head.
Right.
So fast forward that. So I never knew, like I said, that I was going to get into fitness because I was overweight. Got into the internship. Then I worked at Verizon Wireless as a health and wellness coordinator. Okay. Did that for a couple of years. Stayed there, built a family. Then I left and I went somewhere else to do Mandu, which is basically me electrocuting people. And then, yeah, girl, I used to do that.
We gotta tap into that.
So I just used to electrocute people. Then after that, that's when I got into the community center.
Okay.
Worked there a couple years. And then now I am transitioning. Now I'm about to be a manager of a center. So like my journey has really literally led me to where I am now.
Yeah.
But also to my journey where I want to go is to have my own gym. I want to also be able to mentor other personal trainers on how to be like a personal trainer. So I think that's the whole reason why I feel like you cannot be a great leader until you've been in every role, until you understand every role. Sometimes I would be at the gym and it sounds crazy. It's delusional.
Yeah.
I'll be wiping the machines like my employees and I'm like, yes, God, I'm gonna have my own gym.
No,
I'm gonna wipe that. I'm gonna wipe it down. I'm gonna wipe it out down with grace, God. I'm gonna do all these things because that's my ultimate goal. Yeah. But I only feel like I can be as best as my coach used to tell us. She was like, you can only be as best as your weakest player. Yeah. And so my weakest player most of the time are my employees. It's my little ones that don't do anything. And so I have to talk to them. Sometimes I'll give them a little bit more love and care. So sometimes I tell them, hey, I'm getting down there with you. I'm on the floor wiping the machines down, all these things. But it's not also just for them. It's also for me when I do get in that role to have my own gym. So that's basically like my story. It's in fitness. But now as an adult, and then we transition a little bit when people don't talk about this, now you get in that lifestyle of as you get older, because as you evolve into your career, your personality evolves too. So now it's just like, is fitness all that I'm all about? Can I tap into something else? And so I don't think women or in general people think about stuff like that.
That's a good point, because I was even going to ask you, you was like, you know, at first when you was in college, you wanted to be a lawyer. Then you was like, oh, I like science. But I feel as though you eventually put all of those like dreams into one. Those you can use a lot of things.
Exactly.
You know, a lawyer is certain type of rules you have to follow when it comes to a physical therapist. It was HIPAA, things like that. And then also with like science, you got to know about the body,
right?
Even when you just work out daily, because I work out and I was like, it's a lot of things that I have to know about the body. I just can't go in there and like, put my body through ever. So yeah, that's good. And I think so. Like when we go through these journeys, you think like, oh, I'm just doing this and that's all it's going to be. But in reality, it's just steps to get to that one big, whatever God wants you to do.
Because I think we all put ourselves in a box. And we put ourselves in a box because we think about what other people are going to think about us. Yeah. Because they're like, that's not what you're supposed to do. Are you sure that's what you want?
Right.
I know. Brandi yesterday is a different Brandi today.
Exactly.
So if Brandi want to jump off the moon, she's going to figure out how to jump off the moon.
Exactly.
I might not come back alive, but I'm going to do it. I did it,
Especially if that was my purpose.
Yeah. God sent me there. I'm going to go.
That's so funny. Yes. That is so funny. So once you got out of college, what was like one job that you felt as though did you ever feel like you was going to be there, stuck there forever? Like you saw no way out.
And there was no way out, and I loved it. It was Verizon Wireless.
So you got comfortable.
I wouldn't even say I got comfortable. I think I was young, so I didn't even know what comfortability looked like at that time. And then even when I'm looking back, I still don't think I was comfortable because I was learning people. I was doing a lot of people watching. I was learning how my supervisors were conducting things. I was learning how the people in the call center was moving. I was learning how just like everyday life. I think Verizon was the place that actually groomed me to who I am right now. Like I owe Verizon like a lot just for
awesome.
I owe them a lot for just let me figure out life. Like even when I remember this one time we had a conference call. And I bust my tail off because I'm new. I bust my tail off and I'm on a conference call with everybody. And they was like, do y'all have anybody y'all want to thank? They didn't thank me. But this is what taught me about life in general. So they didn't thank me. And all I did was, as a little girl, I'm like, man, they didn't thank me. So I ran to my work mom and I just went into her cubicle and I started crying. I was like, oh my gosh, they didn't thank me and all these things. And now that I look back at it, it was a blessing at the same time because it taught me that this is more business than, business than friendships. Like you gotta, sometimes people do certain things because it's not because they don't like you, it's because it's business and it looks better for them.
Yeah.
And so I would never do that to my employees, but that really taught me that sometimes, like, you just got to keep your hand in your back pocket.
Yeah. Also, you would know once you get into leadership and have your own gym, you would know how to treat your employees.
You know how to treat my employees. So I think it was a lot of things that my supervisors really used to do to me. I think it led me up to where I'm going right now, into my new role. Being able to step to my assistant and be like, hey, what can I do for you? Instead of saying, okay, this is what I'm going to change.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing right now. I'm new. I'm new to this city. I'm new to this building. I'm new to you. So what can I do to help you? Right now, you are kind of like the head man in charge right now.
Right.
Until you help me, because I'm just saying we're a team.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you have my position, but we're a team right now.
Yeah.
But just like I said, how my supervisors before me, before this time, had really taught me that, some things, you can't really just go off for emotions. You honestly got to be rational, listen to them, understand, because everybody's going through something.
That's true. And
everybody.
Being in that corporate world, you cannot take anything personal.
You cannot take nothing personal.
And you have people that will just talk to you any type of way.
Girl, my first day, I heard some things and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then also too, I think the corporate world teaches you patience. Like, you cannot say everything. My employees will see my face and be like, oh, I really want to say something. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to let you have it.
Yeah.
Because my job is more important right now. Because that car note I got to pay. It comes before you.
Yes, exactly.
The bills come before you. So
I agree.
Yeah, I agree. So, I'm not about to sit here and take this chance and just ruin my life because of what you're saying. But yeah, I think my story. So that's what. Just go back to your question. Verizon was the job that really taught me out of college on how to move, how to grow, and how to build relationships, how to be a leader, and how to be just a great coworker as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. So now that you're going to a next step, where are you going?
I'm going to DC.
Yes, y'all. When she told me that, I was super excited. I just really want to unpack that pivotal moment. I really do. It helped me.
So I would say it's my community and myself. I think I tell people all the time, my 30th year of my life was the best year of my life.
I love that.
That was after I got in my car accident. I was going through a lot of mental issues. I was going through a lot of health issues. And I had to sit down with myself and be like, Brandi, you can control this, right? So when I seen that 30 was great, and then I seen 31 was, because people think when you go through therapy, oh, it's going to be okay. 30 was, I learned that therapy was the foundation. 31 was me learning and taking those tools from therapy. So 31 started getting a little bit ghetto.
Don't tell me that. I haven't gotten there yet.
It got a little ghetto because I wasn't using the tools.
Oh my God.
I wasn't using the tools. So 30, I was like, yes, I'm healed. And then 31, I'm like, girl, you still healing. You gotta work on it. You gotta use them tools that the girl tells you to use. This woman's gonna be mad.
Yeah.
So you gotta use that therapy now. So I was still healing and I was going through some things at work.
Okay.
A lot of people like to use therapy as like a crutch. I don't use it as a crutch. It just made me more self-aware.
Okay.
So I seen in my job, I literally hate my job. I'm sorry if they see this, but I hate it. Hate it.
It's okay.
I'm gone now, but I hate it. It was so stressful. Like that was the most I ever been to the emergency room last year.
No way. Because of stress.
Because of stress. I was having bad allergy reactions. Like, to the point one of them almost died.
Was it hives?
Hives, throat closing. Yes, throat closing. all the things. Like it was just me learning my body. I just found out I had PCOS. So that's another signs of stress.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Which I probably found out when I told my story earlier about me being pre-diabetic, because it's kind of like you being pre-diabetic a little bit with PCOS.
Okay.
So I probably had it all my life, but being that I was in a high stress environment, it triggered it a little bit more. And then also too, me having these allergic reactions, my body's inflamed. So my body is just trying to figure out, my body's in stress mode.
Yeah.
So my body's trying to figure out why you're so inflamed. And my nervous system is just messed up.
Oh.
So I was like, and then like literally everything on my body was aching. Like everybody, and my head would hurt every day. And it was just to the point, mind you, the job, I love the people, I do. Mm-hmm. But it was just, I feel like, well, I haven't got diagnosed a little bit, but I think it's a little bit ADHD in me.
Yeah.
And so like, it's like a high stress environment where you're doing all these things, but it's just so much that you can't keep up with it. And then also I got to get called up when I'm off. It was just so much. My work was my life. Mm. And so I was tired of complaining to my friends. And I was like, man, you got to start complaining, because I know that I don't want to put my stuff on other people, and I know they're going through life as well. Mm-hmm. So I was like, you have to change this, Brandi. Like, you have to. So my friend, Taylor, she bet me in May. She was like, I bet you $100 you're not going to play. You're not going to apply for jobs. I was like, girl, I need $100 right now. Yeah. So let me try. And mind you, sorry, Taylor, I still haven't given you $100. I still gave it to you. But no, she told me, she was like, I bet you $100. So I started applying for jobs in Chicago, because she was in Chicago. And so nobody in Chicago was calling me back. And it's so crazy now that I have this job. A job from Chicago just called me back last week. Mm-hmm. I said, it's crazy. Mm-hmm. But so no jobs called me back. And then I was talking to my best friend, Marshawn, who lives in D.C. And I was like, man, I'm just constantly applying for these jobs. I hate my job. Like, I hate it. And nobody's called me back. And he was like, just apply in D.C. Yeah. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, he was like, just apply for DC. He was like, Brandi, you deserve this. I think it was the pivot moment of when I went to DC and I saw another side of myself. Like I took a mic, just how we have right now. Right. I went to this, they have this place called, I think it's called a Blue Pen. Mm-hmm. And it's basically where they have all the events. I took a mic and I went to just ask people questions. Like I was just out there like asking them questions. And I wouldn't did that if I was in Memphis.
What type of question?
So I was going to them. So they was like, somebody had bet me, was like, Brandi, I bet you won't go to all the like 10s or like the good looking men and ask them about themselves or whatever. I was like, that's nothing. I can do that. And so I actually did, but it was one conversation, which it was just all for games. We were just playing around. And so I did ask them the conversations like, hey, can I ask you this? But it was one guy, he actually had a wife. And that's what made me like, whoa, fitness is not all you can do. So I was like, hey, can I ask you a question? And a couple questions. And I was like, I'm just dapping up all the men that I think are handsome or whatever. He was like, I have a wife. So knowing me, and I'm from the South, so I said, hey, ma'am, I find your husband very attractive. I just want to ask him a few questions. She was like, that's fine. Mm-hmm. And so then when we started going into the dialogue, he started more he was speaking life on his wife. He kept on saying, like, all this is because of my wife and this. I said, well, hold on one second. I said, ma'am, come on in this conversation. So I started asking her questions. Yeah. And so we just started having this dialogue. And I think that was the best one that I did have. Wow. And then also, too, I went somewhere else and did it. And it was more of them talking about the culture of D.C. Okay. And so this whole time when I'm doing this, I'm finding a little love for D.C. just for the people. Like, you are being authentic.
Different caliber of
men. People are more open. Yeah. Some of them want to be recorded, but their answers were just like so smooth. It was just so, I can't even get the words out. It was just like something that it really touched me in the heart. Like I was just like, wow, this is amazing that you actually feel this way about this city. Yeah. Because I never really, people think about DC, you could be a little ignorant about it. Like you could think like, DC is not really nothing. DC is more politics. But no, DC is really like, to me, the capital of deeper than that. And it's the capital of Black people. Mm-hmm. Like it was the first time I ever went into a bar and I sat down and I spoke with two Black men. And these men have great jobs. Yeah. So like they have well qualified jobs. And that's different from me coming to the South. I'm here in Memphis. I'm going to the bar. This man might say he don't live with his mama. Mm-hmm. And he got his own place. But he really do live with his mama.
Or his baby mama.
So that's niggas for you, 901, So it's just a different things. So that's what brought it up. So basically going back to that, I was complaining about work, and then I did that little questionnaire with people, and my best friend was like, "Hey, I got you, Brandi. I just want to see you win." And he was like, "Yeah, you need." So, and also, what is this sermon by it's this pastor in Dallas named Pastor Joel Tubman. I mean, hopefully I'm not botching his name up. I was watching a sermon of his like a month ago, and he was basically saying, I want you to allow God to plan out everything that you want. Allow God to lead you to the directions of everything that you need. It's going to be so crazy that you're not going to believe that it's honestly God giving you these directions.
Yeah.
So when I first got this job offer for the interview, everything's just happened like so fast. And also, too, it was literally God giving me directions. So, no, exit.
How do you know? I really want to know, like, how did you even let God do that? Because we can say that all day, but how do you let Him? Like, is it a mindset thing, or is it like, God, I'm doing this. If it's not your will, okay, cool, on to the next type of thing. Like, what does that look like for you? Because it may look different for anybody, but
it's different
when you were going through that process, what did it look like for you?
I think it was me studying His Word, and it sounds crazy. Because probably like 2-3 weeks ago, I was like, man, God, I need to hear your voice. Talk to me, God. Like, I need to know what to do. I need to hear it. I said, God, it's so quiet in here. I know your voice is somewhere in this room. Like, I'm like, God, talk to me. Like, I'm here. Like, I don't want to cry. I'm begging you to talk to me. Talk to me. And then something just said, Brandi, you know His Word. Like, you've been studying. You've been reading Genesis. You've been reading Psalms. You've been reading Songs of Solomon. You've been reading Proverbs. You've been reading all these things. So you know what He wants. So what made me to understand that God wanted me to do these things, I just went for it.
Oh.
So one scripture says, don't be anxious for nothing. My nephew puts me on this all the time. And he broke it down to me. And I don't break it to you. Shout out to my nephew. So he said, don't be anxious for nothing. So that's the main thing that I be having, because being anxious is a sin.
It is.
So if God said, don't be anxious for nothing, why not go after the things? If you're not going for it, it means you have some type of fear, and that means you're anxious.
Or you don't trust Him.
Or you don't trust Him. So that's all it is. So if you go after these things and it work out, that means that's what God wants for you. Or if it doesn't work out, that just means redirection to the right direction.
Amen.
So you just got to make sure, you just got to try all the things.
Yeah.
So remember I told you, I applied for jobs since May. I kept on applying. And then I finally got a job somewhere. Like that's why I knew that it was for God. I just watched that sermon, and then this job just reached out to me after that. Pastor Joel just said, God's going to give you directions. God gave me directions. He gave me that interview. Girl, the interview was so bad that my video couldn't come up. And I had my niece that was 3 years old in the room knocking on the door saying, Auntie.
The job that you have now?
The job I have now, but it worked out. I love my Gigi, but she was in there trying to get out the room. So it worked out. We just talked on the phone. That worked out. Then after that, there was like, well, Brandi, we need an in-person interview. We need you to do a group class or whatever. And I was like, I don't know. And I was like, are y'all paying for it? It was like, no. But I said, God said, don't be anxious for nothing. So I went in my bank account, spend my last on a flight to go to this interview. Spend my last. I did the interview, and I did the class. I didn't have to I probably made up 5 moves, and I overanalyzed it. I overthought the whole situation because I aced the interview with the group class. And all I did, I asked them, I said, so what are you guys looking for? They said, we honestly looking for somebody like you. That's the first time I ever had that in the interview. That somebody has said that, like, I'm honestly looking for somebody like you.
Yeah.
So, and then after that, they said, she said, well, now we're just going to give you the offer letter. We don't know when you're going to receive it. After that, I went to a bar, and I was talking to this guy, and he was just like, and I was telling him, I was like, yeah, I just had this interview. And he was like, I don't care what it is. He was like, just get your foot in the door. He was like, that's all I want you to do. Just get your foot. Don't even know me. He was like, I just want you to get your foot in the door. He was like, you came for this interview. Just get your foot in the door. And then as me leading up to all these things, it was people just speaking affirmations to me, just saying, you got this. You got all these things. Because everybody's just saying, get your foot in the door. Yes, we're here for money. But if you know who your God is, and you know how powerful your spirit is. He's the source. That it's so many possibilities. Like it's so many. Why? And just for instance, this is a testimony of God right here. Pastor Joe said, do everything and God's going to give you direction. If I never even took this job, you probably would have never asked me to do this podcast.
No.
We would have never had this conversation. So you see how I'm doing his will and everything is working out for my good.
Right.
I'm getting opportunities now because I'm saying I want this move.
Yeah.
I've been having more opportunities come my way since I decided to move.
Amen.
And so, but that's how you know it's the will of God. Just try it. If you try to go forward and then stuff start coming your way, that means everything is aligning for your good. God just want to know either you're going to go through it or are you going to go over it.
Yeah.
Just because you got to go over it doesn't mean it's from God. It could be some bad things that happen to you and it's from God. People think like everything got to be good when it's coming from God. No, he's testing you. Yeah. So either he's going to make you go through it or he's going to make you go over it.
Yeah.
With me, I had to go through it and now I'm going over it.
Yeah.
So sometimes you got to do both. You just got to figure out what do you want, and don't be anxious for nothing. That's the number one thing.
Yeah.
Don't be anxious for nothing. So if you want to apply for another job, apply for it. Don't be anxious for nothing. Do it. I'm telling you, that's all you gotta do.
Just encourage me.
Do it.
So much.
Do it. Do it. What else do you have to lose?
Nothing.
I promise you, I'm going to DC. It might not work out.
Yeah.
But what Brandi could say, I went to DC, I had a job, I had a time, I had an adventure. I did what I wanted to do, and God made it work out for me.
Amen.
That's all.
Oh, Brandi, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Do it. Everything is possible. If you really truly believe in God, that He can shift your life no matter where you are. You can be under a rock, and God can shift that rock to make that your money maker. God is that man is so crazy, it doesn't make any sense. And the reason I say this is because he's doing things in my life I should have received 2 or 3 years ago that I'm receiving now. Like my blessings, me even read my prayer journal is saying that I wanted. My prayer journal is saying I want to move in 2023. I'm moving in 2025. My mom was like, why do you want to move? Mom, I've been wanting to move.
Right.
It just has never been. And that's how I know too. When you also want to do certain things, because I always want to move and I always almost right there to move, it's always something. I'm like, it's not working out.
Yeah.
So God makes you have the opportunities so you can know from your gut and your flesh and your spirit when it's time to do it, you know it's right.
Yeah.
So when you have all those opportunities, you're like, oh, I should do it, but it didn't work out. Like, oh, I should do it, didn't work out. Then when it does actually hit that moment that it does work out, you would know because those prior engagements you had, you knew it wasn't the right time to do it. And that's why I know this time is the right time.
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
Yes,
And I'm happy for your journey too.
Thank you,
and
girl.
I know God got you.
Thank you. He got you too.
Thank you.
And we're going to get that new job.
Amen. And is there anything else you want to just leave with us before we close?
I would say just trust in God. Trust in Him. And the only way you could trust in Him is honestly knowing His word. A lot of people look for their voice. They want to listen to their voice. But sometimes some people don't have the discernment to hear His voice. I don't have it. Maybe one day I will get it. Lord, please let me get it. But trust in His word, and the way you can trust in His word is reading His word. That's the only way you can do it. Then you will understand where you should go, where He will lead you, because He says it in the Bible. A lot of people in the Bible have been through a lot of things. There have been sacrifices. That's just even with Moses. Moses was a lot of people don't know. Moses was an anxious man. The only reason Moses is really known because that man got so upset at God and broke the 10 commandments because he was mad at the people. Why? Because he was anxious. Don't be anxious for nothing. And that's what I'm going to leave y'all with.
Brandi, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Conversations.
Thank you. I'm so happy you invited me. Girl, you're going to do great.
Thank you.
Okay? Keep doing this.
I will. I'm going to stay consistent.
Yeah, stay consistent.
I really made a promise to God because in the past, and you can ask anybody close to me, I pick up something and I stop.
Yeah.
I'm never consistent and never keep going. So like a promise to myself, no matter if I get 10 views or 1,000, I'm keep going.
Yes, just keep going.